Here's a long, flowing English script about the 2026 Hyundai Grandeur. I removed all headings and brackets and wrote it as a continuous, cinematic style narration you can use for a video voiceover or presentation. I included a few short factual citations for the most load-bearing claims at the ends of the relevant paragraphs. The Grandeur arrives with a presence you notice before you register its name. From a distance it reads like a dignified modern sedan, long, low, and composed, with a silhouette that balances stately proportion and contemporary detail. The front end greets you with a face that is both confident and restrained, a wide grille that breathes, trim lines that flow into the hood, and lighting signatures that stitch the car together across its width. It's a design that wants to be taken seriously, yet still speaks the language of subtle luxury rather than loud ostentation. Step inside and the Grandeur reveals the quiet theater of a premium cabin. Surfaces meet with soft edges and careful transitions. The driver is afforded a wraparound cockpit feel while the rear seats offer more space and comfort than you might expect in this segment. Hyundai has layered in technology in ways that feel purposeful. A broad integrated display for instrument and infotainment duties, smart ambient lighting that sets mood without being gimmicky, and a combination of tactile switches and touch surfaces where each control seems to have been considered for ergonomics first. The atmosphere is calm and considered, a place designed to slow the world down, even if the road outside doesn't. Under the skin, the 2026 Grandeur continues the theme of balanced engineering. Hyundai offers hybridized powertrain options designed to deliver smooth, linear acceleration and good fuel economy, while keeping refinement as the priority. Whether equipped with the efficient 1.6-liter turbo hybrid architecture or one of the larger, smoother petrol options, the power delivery favors composure and low-frequency torque over a shouted horsepower figure. The chassis tuning leans toward comfort without becoming floaty, steering is weighted to feel stable and communicative in equal measure, and the suspension soaks up long-distance inputs with an easy sophistication. These are the sorts of mechanical choices that let the Grandeur play loyal family flagship by day and a composed executive transport by night. Hyundai's approach to trim and equipment shows an interesting mix of reach and refinement. A newly introduced Honors level packages the kinds of amenities buyers expect in a luxury-minded sedan: advanced driver assist suites, premium audio, enhanced navigation and added convenience items, bringing features once reserved for the top calligraphy trim into a more accessible configuration. That strategy makes the Grandeur feel clever in the marketplace. Instead of chasing pure exclusivity, it widens the set of customers who can experience premium touches without paying top-tier prices. If you picture the model range as a ladder, the Honors rung pulls a lot of attractive items lower so more buyers can step up. The infotainment and digital interface are a central part of the Grandeur's modern persona. A widescreen 16:9 style display has been rumored and spotted in prototypes and renderings, and the brand has emphasized large, integrated interfaces that prioritize clarity and ease of use. Augmented navigation elements and built-in cameras that fold into the vehicle's security and convenience systems reinforce a sense that the car is as much a mobile living room as it is a mode of transport. The software is presented as an extension of the hardware, big, clear, and designed to be intuitive, yet Hyundai's updates show an eagerness to blur the line between digital life and driving life in ways that feel incremental and useful rather than intrusive. On the road, the Grandeur calms. The turbo hybrid model gives you effortless low-end torque that lets the car move without fuss. Overtakes are measured and confident rather than theatrical. The transmission logic favors smooth transitions and finds effective ratios for highway cruising, which keeps engine noise down and the cabin serene at speed. NVH noise, vibration, and harshness engineering is clearly a priority. Doors close with reassuring solidity, and wind and road noise are suppressed in a way that allows the audio system and human voices to dominate the cabin soundscape. That combination of quiet, torque, and poised handling means long trips become easier and short drives feel polished. Safety and driver assistance are presented as fully mainstream yet broad in scope. Hyundai SmartSense systems now include adaptive cruise, lane keeping and centering technologies, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, and a suite of parking aids. But the package is more than a list of features, it's the way systems work together that makes driving less draining. On busy highways, the systems blend automation with driver control in a way that reduces stress without taking away engagement. For buyers who place high value on safety tech, the Grandeur packages a comprehensive set of tools that can be relied upon daily. Luxury is communicated in specific material choices and tactile details. soft leather or leather-like surfaces where the hand meets the wheel and armrests, contrast stitching that traces panels with intent, and carefully shaped seating that supports rather than hugs. The rear seat experience is particularly diplomatic, more legroom and recline than a typical midsize car, thoughtful storage and climate controls, and an overall attention to occupant comfort that reads as executive-friendly. Little features like dynamic welcome lights, ambient trim lighting that transitions subtly, and discreet sunshades reinforce the car's desire to be a comfortable, civilized place for people to spend time. Design details hint at the Grandeur's ambitions beyond simple transportation. The integrated lighting signatures, sequential turn signals, and subtle chrome or dark metal accents communicate modernity without screaming for attention. Wheel designs are chosen to bridge elegance and presence, and the profile is kept clean so the car reads longer and leaner than it might on paper. Even the color palette selection feels tuned to the character of the model, richer hues and metallics that reward distance and light rather than high contrast, showy colors. These are the kinds of small choices that make a car feel like an object of careful taste. If you're thinking about ownership, the Grandeur's value proposition is framed by capability and content rather than pure headline performance. The nameplate has a long history as Hyundai's flagship sedan in many markets, and the 2026 iteration leans into that heritage with a modernized voice, more technology, more refinement, and a careful prioritization of what matters in day-to-day driving. It's a sensible option for buyers who want a premium experience without stepping all the way into a separate luxury brand. In short, the 2026 Hyundai Grandeur is an exercise in matured design and matured intent. It doesn't shout, it composes. It places comfort, refinement, and broad technological usefulness at the center of the ownership experience. For someone looking for a flagship sedan that performs its duties with civility and quiet confidence, the Grandeur makes an easy case. It offers the presence and features of a luxury car while remaining accessible and sensible in its engineering decisions. For video narration, imagine shots of the car gliding along coastal roads at dawn, close-ups of stitching and controls, a quiet interior conversation, and the exterior lights sweeping in the dark, all underscoring the theme of quiet confidence. If you want, I can extend this into an even longer script, 3,000 words, break it into timed voiceover segments for a 3 to 6 minute video, or rewrite it to match a specific tone, more technical, more cinematic, or more casual. Which direction would you like next?